The evolution of makeup has a long and diverse history, full of cosmetic products and makeup products that completely transformed the way that people look at themselves and the way that women viewed the economic industry. It is proven that as time progressed, the makeup products that accompanied the time periods changed with them. As the times change, the needs and wants of people change, and therefore the products they want to purchase change. So an essential question is asked: how has makeup evolved through history? Since the 16th century, makeup and cosmetics have changed stylistic methods and the focus of application alongside the evolution of women's progression. This has proved to be true. Since the 16th century, there have been a change in materials used and styles used that have shaped the way that people view makeup and the way that women shape their face. The basics to cosmetics. Makeup and cosmetics have been around for centuries. The first people to make big strides with makeup were the Egyptians. Their signatures came in eyeliner and lipstick. They used a lot of herbal remedies to make them, like beetles and charcoal. This was their signature move. Makeup also began as a very gender fluid thing. Now we're reverting back to that, which is a very progressive thing. The FDA defines cosmetics as articles intended to be rubbed, poured, sprinkled, or sprayed on, introduced into, or otherwise applied to the human body or any part thereof for cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance, or articles intended for use as a component of any such articles. The Elizabethan era, from 1558 to 1603, characterized by the reign of Queen Elizabeth, had a very unique style of makeup. Women wore pale faces and light hair with red lips and red cheeks. This was a sign of nobility. The use of makeup was bold and encouraged during this time. Makeup used was still very natural at the time, with plant roots, saffron, cumin seeds, and vermilion used as makeup. During this time, Christian pamphlet writer Philip Stubbs wrote many excerpts about how he disliked the flashy way that Elizabethans dressed. Although he disliked them, today they provide good descriptions of what the Elizabethans looked like to us. The women color their faces with certain oils, liquors, unguents, and waters made to that end, whereby they think their beauty is greatly decored. This provides a good example of what the Elizabethans looked like. Moving on to the Victorian era, from 1837 to 1901, this was characterized by Queen Victoria. She, on the other hand, preferred no makeup, and this stirred up the "is she or isn't she wearing makeup" look. Women were expected to be seductive yet innocent at the same time. So women looked for ways to enhance their beauty without looking overdone. By now, women knew the dangers of lead and arsenic in the makeup products, but they chose to use them anyway. This led to harmful health effects. After Victorian makeup came post-World War I makeup from 1917 to 1930. This was characterized by the flapper look, which a bare face was frowned upon. This era allowed women to claim makeup in a positive way. Women began using makeup as a symbolism to take back the vote, and that they did. The growing industry led to a mass market of cosmetics. The product value rose from 14 million to 140 million in just 20 years. This also led to women in the workforce, which was great for cosmetics to develop alongside businesswoman growth. Advertisers were needed, brokers were needed, and tastemakers were needed. This was great for women to grow. As an industry made for women took off, so did the need for women jobs take off. Makeup was also geographical. Women in cities were more likely to wear makeup than women in rural places. Therefore, the development and growth of women in cities was higher than in the rural places. The Roaring Twenties was definitely a place where women were able to value a product and value their place in the workforce. Has a development been seen? Yes. As women have changed, so has makeup products. As makeup products have changed, so have women. The development in the industry has changed women and have changed the way society has functioned around it. Health awareness has progressed around the issue, and so has a mass market that has allowed so many women to gain jobs in a field and learn about the economy that is in. The world of cosmetics and makeup does not solely revolve around those products. It also revolves around the world of fashion. Women are taking back an industry that mainly supplies them and is catered to them. Much of women's evolution can be seen throughout fashion, like a black academia robe as a token of the rise of women in scholarly things, or the opening of fashion colleges such as London Studio Burkhardt working towards professional cosmetic studies. Women are evolving and taking over the fashion industry, which encompasses clothes, cosmetics, and makeup all in one, all which are a symbol for their rights. How has makeup catered further to the evolution of women? Well, in the 1800s, Avon allowed women to make money independently. This allowed for the emergence of the modern businesswoman. In the 1920s, women wore makeup in a more adventurous way. Here, a tan made a modern woman healthy. There was also more diversity in America at this time, which made makeup more adventurous and more fun. This also forced makeup companies to be more diverse with their products. Companies are pressured to hire women of color and to make products that cater to their skin color. Even today, the market is not as diverse as it should be. Comparing old and new beauty ads. In the 1920s, L'Oreal put out an ad that said, "Would your husband still ask you to marry you today if you were turning gray?" In 2011, Bare Minerals put out an ad that said, "Pretty attracts us, beauty changes us, be a force of beauty." These are clearly two different ads that send two different messages to young women. The one from the 1920s is very misogynistic and negative, while the one from 2011 is very uplifting and positive towards young people. Makeup has definitely evolved in a much more positive way. In conclusion, makeup has changed for the better. There has been a clear progression of women evolving hand in hand with makeup. As the cosmetic industry grows, so do women, and their involvement in the economic industry. More women-oriented products, more women in the workforce. All in all, that is the evolution of makeup.